So I love who I'm becoming. Worked way too hard to get here. You can never tell me nothing. I'm becoming everything I wanna be and everything I love who I'm becoming.
Okay, hey guys, it's your girl, Tasha. You're at my 7 days at my table with Tasha Kelly. Now, I know today's Thursday, but I didn't get to film yesterday, so I'm going to be in the frame for Wednesday, beginning, you know how I come in the beginning, saying, what I'm doing now, and then I show you. So it says who I'm becoming, and this is 5W Wednesday, 5W Wednesdays. So I'm finished. I've done my notes for Thursday, and it's gonna follow right behind Wednesday. So when Thursday come up, I'm not gonna be in the frame. You're just gonna hear me talk in the back, and I'm gonna say here's Thursday. I'll do my introduction for Thursday, but I won't be in the frame. So we're gonna begin. So again, first we're gonna do Wednesdays because I didn't do it yesterday, and then follow by right after that, I'm gonna follow Thursday. So let's begin, and thank you for joining. And you're at my table, 7 days at my table with Tasha Kelly. Okay, let's begin, guys. Okay, it is Who Am I Becoming? 5W Wednesday. This says, Who am I becoming? Becoming is different from being. Being is the person I choose daily. Becoming is the person those choices create. Okay, next slide. Now, the woman I'm leaving behind is, so before I move to the next slide, some things you have to leave behind before you can grow and, become better, So I let a lot of things go. I left toxic friendships alone. Sometimes they creep back up. I left just what else? Doing certain things like what I watch on TV now. Sometimes uh, I'm gonna say I don't hang out as much as I was never a club person though. I never was a party person. So but I don't drink um like I used to. So that stopped. I don't even remember the last time I had a drink. I think at my niece's uh party. But well, yeah, so you have to stop a lot of things to become. So as I go through these slides, it would be examples of it. Okay, so next. So this says, I am leaving behind the version of me that doubted myself, the version of me that overgave without boundaries. And that was something I did. The version of me that stayed silent to keep peace. Well, something, the version of me that stays silent to keep peace, I don't have to do that too often now because I don't allow people around me where you know with bringing drama and to not let it escalate. I stay quiet. So that part, staying silent to keep the peace. Certain situations, yeah, I do. Like, for instance, if somebody like, I'm gonna say like, you know said something about me, and just talked about, bringing up the old me, um I would not confront it, and that's a part of saying, um the version of me that stays silent. It's like I'm leaving that. But certain situations, it do come up where, you know what, you are going to don't got time for the drama, so you gotta ignore that. I don't know what's wrong with my throat. So yeah, and then the next thing is the version of me that questioned herself. Okay. Next slide is, I am leaving behind fear, people pleasing, and hesitation. Now the fear, yeah, I lived in fear at one time. In fear that I can't do this, this is going to be too much. So I've been there, oh, I'm not going to, you know, it's too much, So that's kind of the fear that I'm doing. People pleasing, just definitely left behind in people pleasing. And I'm still, I stepped away from that. I stepped away from that. I don't want to say, I believe I got about 2% more to go. But yeah, I really don't do that too often. Um, the next thing, I am no longer shrinking to make others comfortable. No, I put in myself first. Um, for now on, I don't. I'm just not shrinking myself to make people comfortable. I'm not gonna. If I'm uncomfortable about it, and that's it. I'm not gonna make myself uncomfortable for you to be comfortable, and that's just that. So if you feel away with that, then hey, so be it. But I know me, I'm not gonna feel uncomfortable with anything. So you know. So next, it says it's about growth, healing, discipline, and change. Right now, I'm not just living, I'm evolving. I'm not just being, I'm becoming. So, like I said, you had to leave all the things alone, okay? So, the next slide is going to say who I'm becoming, okay? So, I'm becoming selected about who I allow around me. That is very important to me. That is very important. Who you let, what they call it, your circle. You gotta be careful who you continue to be around or new people you continue to bring in your life, because it's sad that you could bring somebody in and they no good, they negative, or the people you already knew continue with the negative stuff. So definitely selective about who I allow around me. I like my peace. Then confident in my voice. Yes, I do speak up when um if it's really something I need to say that I know not is not going to get out of, and if it do, I know to step back, so I had to you know put my S on my chest and let that person know, listen, this is not what I want. And right now I'm here over here doing XYZ, and I don't need to have anything bring me down when I'm on this journey. So that's that. Consistent in my goals. Yes, I am very much so now. I'm very much so, very much so, and it all works out. It doesn't happen overnight, so don't worry about it. But as long as you stay consistent, and I can't wait to get to Thursday because I'm going to be talking about that. So yeah. And the next slide, I don't know if you can see it really at the bottom, but it says, I am becoming disciplined even when I don't feel motivated. That's true, because some days I don't feel motivated. I don't. But I know the only way I'm going to grow and move forward is keeping myself disciplined. But I have to work on that. I think that's a weak part of me, is to continue to be disciplined. And that's just so important. That's so important. But I'm, like I said, I always tell you, I'm not gonna beat myself up. It's just I just even talking right now and doing the video has the thoughts in my head like, you know what, you have to be disciplined. Like I said, these videos, I'm not 100,000% healing or there yet, but as I do these videos, also help me, as I could probably help somebody, can help. You know, it helps me too as I help you. Okay, and the next thing is emotionally matured instead of reactive. Ooh, yes, that I have down pat. Because let me tell you something, it's not good to go off emotions. When you go off emotions, your mind is like, you're not focused on what, you know, then the things come in. You're sad, you're mad, all those emotions is playing. You're sad about something happened, you're mad. Imagine all those emotions boiling up at once. It's not out and boiling up at once and then you react to it. It's good to take a step back. Sometimes it's hard to because you feel like, oh, we're human, but I'm telling you, certain situations you could just walk away and then come back, redirect, so come back, cool off, whatever, and then don't give the reaction right then and there. I know it's like you just gotta breathe deep, tell yourself, you know what? I ain't making myself upset. I don't want to be in that energy that other, you just don't want to be in that energy, um, feeling how somebody else feel. You don't want to, that person's upset and stuff and all this carrying on. You don't want to stoop down to that energy. That's why I do not believe in matching energy. I'm not matching nobody's energy if they all upset and they all, no, why would I want to match that? I'm going to be better than that and continue to and have my own energy of calmness and you know I ain't matching nobody energy. I listen, people say that no, matching two energies ain't good, okay? So why would you want to feel like they feel, I guess they feel like matching energy, I'll throw back what you giving me. No, if I'm trying to be a not be that person no more, I'm not stooping down to that. I could be better than that. So my energy over here gonna be good. It's gonna feel good, so next one, yeah, so that matching energy, listen, don't think like that. Don't think I'm a match energy because you want your energy to be good, not all how they are. Okay. So next, it says, so this right here, things I did to become. I started doing like morning routines, which I done had so many different morning routines, switching up gymnasts. That's another thing. So it's important about discipline. Now, this I have to get down pat too, because I didn't switch to my morning routines, new calendar, new this, because things come about, schedule change. But um, you must do it, like get it together with the morning routine. But one thing I do is the prayer and reflection, and then setting small goals. Usually I don't have to make a goal each day, but I know what my goals is right now. So sometimes it's good to sit back. You can have a goal for today. So let me bring that back. You can have a goal for today. Like I'm going to go to the gym and do this. You can set that goal for today, and and then here we go, protecting my energy. I protect my energy because I don't let certain things around me that's going to upset my energy. So, and if I see it messing with anything, I see messing with my energy, I know how to remove myself from it. Okay. So next is being is the person you choose to show up it says remind yourself. Let me put that in there. Remind yourself, being is the person you choose to show up every day. Becoming is the person those daily choices shape you into over time. Yeah, so you just have to, you know, be that person, show up every day, and the choices you make the right choices so that you could become something better. It's not, I thought it was hard until I started doing it. I started making better choices with my life, and it has got better, better and better and better. And I have people around me that, it's different now. So it's just better and letting go of the old and everything. You have to. I'm telling you, it is best. It's hard. It's hard when you really care about people and you really don't, and you don't want it. But I'm telling you, that's a part of not letting, don't feel uncomfortable to make others comfortable. Okay, so telling you, you can let it go. That don't mean you have any hate towards anybody or anything. You gotta worry about you. I'm telling you guys. Whew, I'm telling you, it's listen. I could speak on it. Things are happening to me in my life, and sometimes, and that don't mean, oh, I'm gonna have here's the biggest house. It don't mean all that material stuff that you're like. Let me tell you something. Inside feels good. My soul feels good. The way I'm expressing things now feels good. I feel so much like a better person. I love who I am becoming, and I'm not gonna stop. And once you start doing that, oh my God, it feels like it's like you want to keep doing it. You don't want that negative, because all that negative stuff got you all stressed and stuff, depressed and stuff. Now, when you start to change and become, you want that. It gets motivation. Just keep it up. Just keep on. Don't once you get it, don't fall back into the old stuff. All right. So next, here's truth moment. My favorite. Okay, so you see, I put the $5. You probably can't see it, so it's really really light. Actually, I'm gonna try to fix the camera on this one without stopping the video. That's the only thing I get worried about. Sometimes you press, the phone. Focus it. Okay. So, okay, we can't really see where, but I'm gonna read it to you. Okay. So, the 5 W's truth moment. So it says, why is peace more important to me now than before? Who influenced the direction of my growth the most? When have I seen the most growth in myself? What parts of my old self am I outgrowing? And where do I see myself if I remain disciplined? So, like I said, these questions is going to be inside the comment section. Okay, so I am going to go on to Thursday now and just answer the questions, please. And okay, so again, you're at my table with Tasha Kelly.
So I love who I'm becoming.